UFC 327 just took a big hit with Joshua Van pulling out, but I still think this card is going to be the most violent event of the year so far, and I definitely think there's going to be a really vicious knockout in the main event. So these are my picks. We're going to go through the card. Obviously, the Joshua Van fight is canceled now. It was delayed to UFC 328. That fight was definitely going to be a banger, but this card still has a very solid lineup. So we're going to start with this fight. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. I think Dominic Reyes is going to win this fight. Johnny Walker, he did just beat Zhang Mingyang, and he looked good with his leg kicks, but this fight is also like kind of a coin toss because both of these guys get chinned a lot, and they're both not the best fighters in that division. But I think Dominic Reyes, he's going to win this fight with just good, solid fundamentals. He's got a good left hand. He's got solid footwork, good kicks. I don't really see Johnny Walker catching him with anything, so I think he's going to stick and move, and I think he's going to catch Johnny Walker with a left hand, probably in round 1, and I think he's going to knock him out. Yeah, so I got Dominic Reyes by knockout in this fight. Probably round 1, I'd say like 3 minutes into round 1, he's going to catch him with a left hand, and he's going to put his lights out. Now this fight, Curtis Blaydes versus Josh Hockett. I looked at some of Josh Hockett's fights, and I don't think he's ready for Curtis Blaydes. I think he's going to get knocked out. So I got Curtis Blaydes by knockout in round 2. Josh Hockett isn't used to a fighter of this caliber. Heavyweight is not the best division, but Curtis Blaydes is one of the best fighters in that division. He's got better boxing. He's going to use his jab. Josh Hockett isn't going to be able to out-wrestle Curtis Blaydes. Josh Hockett is going to try to outbox Curtis Blaydes, and it's not going to work. I think Curtis Blaydes, he normally doesn't do well against like knockout artists, guys that are like very dangerous. And from what I've seen of Josh Hockett, he's not a knockout artist. Curtis Blaydes isn't going to be scared of him like he was for Tom Aspinall or Derek Lewis or some of those other guys that are really, really dangerous on the feet. Curtis Blaydes is going to win this fight. He's going to win in round 2 by knockout or TKO. It'll be either one, but yeah, I got Curtis Blaydes in this fight. Now, the co-main event was canceled and replaced actually with Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. Azamat's last fight, he looked very good against Rakic. Paulo Costa is actually moving up to light heavyweight, so I'm curious to see how he does in this division. I think he's going to do solid in this fight. I don't think Paulo Costa is going to get finished in this fight, but I still think Azamat Murzakanov is going to win this fight. The way he caught Rakic with a jab, I mean, Rakic is a pretty durable guy, and Azamat like put him out with just one jab, which was pretty impressive. I think this guy is going to be a really big problem at light heavyweight. I think he's going to win this fight. I do not think he's going to finish Paulo Costa though. So my pick is that Azamat Murzakanov wins by decision. Paulo is going to get very frustrated in the fact that he's not going to be able to do much to Azamat. He doesn't have as much pop on his shots. I think Azamat's going to jab him up. Yeah, and I don't think Paulo's going to win. He doesn't have enough steam. Paulo's looked good in his last fight against Roman Kopylov, but I still don't think he's ready for a guy like this. I think Azamat looks like he's very dense, very durable. I think he's going to beat Paulo Costa by decision. Again, I think he's going to use his experience, his kickboxing. It seems like the guy's a very good striker. I mean, to sleep Rakic like that, that's a pretty impressive win. He could knock out Paulo. I don't see Paulo knocking out Azamat. I don't really see that happening. I mean, the guy hasn't gotten a knockout in a pretty long time. So I got Azamat Murzakanov by decision in this fight. Now, the main event, Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. This fight is definitely going to be entertaining. I think this card is going to have a lot of finishes. Like I said, I've already picked 2 finishes, and I think there's going to be 1 decision. But I think the main event is going to have a finish. I mean, Jiri doesn't really go to decision much, and Carlos Ulberg is a very technical, very skilled kickboxer. He's got good leg kicks, he's got good footwork, distance management. But against a guy like Jiri, I mean, you can't really out-technique Jiri. You have to be like Alex Pereira, who's got the serious snap. He's got the technique, and he's got really vicious knockout power. Carlos Ulberg does have knockout power, and he's got a very good left hook, but his left hook isn't like Pereira's. And he's got good leg kicks. I mean, he looked good against Dominic Reyes, but this is a different kind of man. I mean, Jiri is just going to get in his face. I think he's going to make it nasty. He's going to do what he always does in fights and just will his way to a win. So I think he's going to knock out Carlos Ulberg. I think it's going to be in round 3 or 4. I'm going to say round 3. He's going to catch Ulberg with a straight shot. I'm saying like a 1-2 down the pipe. Ulberg goes for the left hook every time he's backing up. I think he's going to be on the back foot in this fight. In the Dominic Reyes fight, he was pushing Dom back. I don't think that Jiri's going to be on the back foot. I think Jiri knows that this is one of his last chances to get the belt again, and I think he's going to get the belt, and he's going to become a 2-time light heavyweight champion. So I got Jiri by KO in round 3. I think he's going to throw a 1-2 down the pipe when Ulberg throws the check left hook, because he does that a lot. He throws the check left hook when he's backing up, and he's gonna probably outclass Jiri in the beginning, but you can't really like outclass a guy like Jiri. You gotta put him away. Otherwise, he's just gonna be in your face. He's gonna make it awkward. He's gonna make it messy and chaotic. And the second that the fight starts to get like that, it starts to get messy and chaotic. Carlos Ulberg is not gonna be able to deal with that. Ulberg is gonna get knocked out by Jiri in round 3 with a vicious 1-2 down the pipe. I could see it being like a bad KO for Ulberg. Jiri could get knocked out. I mean, Ulberg's got like a lot of pop on his shots, but I mean, if you can't knock out Jan Blachowicz, I don't think he's going to be able to knock out Jiri. So yeah, that's my pick for the main event. I got Jiri by KO in round 3. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with these picks for the card? I think this card is going to have a lot of finishes. Yeah, so those are my picks. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.